to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Hey, we're on. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another season of Ridgecrest Football 95. I'm Jimmy Dodd Jr., along with Coach Ricky Timbs, head football coach of Ridgecrest High School, and a cast of many tonight that we're going to get on the air. Want to apologize, first of all, we're a little bit late with the first show this year, and for those of you that are not aware, we did sort of a take a couple of weeks ago to try to get our new facilities in line here, and we got a bunch of bugs worked out. But at the same time, we're really excited to be back with you. We're in new facilities here that have been done over the course of probably 8 or 12 weeks this summer, and an awful lot of people have just really worked exceptionally hard to get us to a position where we're able to come to you tonight in our new facilities. And before we go any further, I want to encourage everybody that's watching out there, if you'd like to come out and take a look at this, this is really a neat setup, and we strongly believe that this is the finest setup of its kind in the state of Arkansas, and I know that the school system and the school district is very, very proud of it. And we encourage everybody to come out and take a look. If you'd like to come out and watch the show, feel free to do that. As again, we're doing this live, and we do it. We have a lot of fun out here. So the first thing I want to do is introduce my first guest tonight. And of course, Ridgecrest Football 95 wouldn't be much without our head football coach and Coach Ricky Timbs. Ricky, what year is this that you're the head Ram?
This is my fifth season, Jimmy.
Fifth season, and we're already 2 weeks into it. We've had two very difficult non-conference games, and talk a little bit about where you feel like the Rams are right now, just in terms of where we are and where you'd like to see us be in terms of offensively and defensively.
Well, we're still trying to come together as a team. We've had a few people that have been out with injuries, and we're starting to get those people back, and I think you're going to see us get better from week to week. We're not where we need to be yet, but we still got a little time to get there. So, we're just looking forward to that first conference game with Marion. But, we got to go through. Pigot's got to come to town first, and we're working on that this week. But hopefully we'll come together as a team this week, and we've got most everyone healthy. There's a few nicks and bruises, but we're getting in a lot better shape than we were the first two games.
I think you made a great point in the locker room Friday night, and that is that everything that you've done as far as setting goals for this football team really doesn't begin until you hit the conference season, because everything that occurs after the season's over is based on what we do in conference play. And I think that was something you stressed to the kids, is we want to make ourselves a better football team so that we go into that conference opener prepared so that we're ready to go and get back to those state playoffs as we did last year for the first time in a good while.
Yeah, we do that different ways, but some of the things in the way you schedule teams. We scheduled two pretty good football teams first, and Nelson was undefeated last year, and I think Trumann's probably got a real good shot of going pretty far in the AA. So, and it's also one of the fastest teams we're going to see all year.
Absolutely.
So it was good preparation for us, and we play in the toughest conference in the state. So you need that good competition to get you ready.
For those of you that are not aware, the top two teams in our district right now are ranked in the top 8 teams overall in the state of Arkansas, and that, of course, is Newport and Osceola. And I don't think it's even arguable that this is the most difficult league as far as 3A in the state of Arkansas is concerned. And then on top of that, you schedule two of the most difficult teams in AA that we start off with this year. Nettleton was 10-0 last year. And Coach Greenwell's been at Trumann forever down there, and he always does a great job. And that's, those are two quality football teams. And I think the one thing that you echoed was the fact that in the second half of the Trumann game last week, as we'll see on film here in a minute, our football team grew up a little bit. And we really put out some effort, and there was a lot of heart shown on the field by the Rams in the second half last week, because they jumped on us pretty good.
Yeah, they jumped out to a pretty good lead, but we responded well. And, we're just trying to get to be more physical, and I think that's something that we can do, because we've got some good-sized kids, and they've got a lot of strength. And we're going to have to get in there and just go toe-to-toe with some very good football teams. So, that was encouraging second half against Trumann.
Yeah. I tell you, we go back in time, the barbecue, we know that we've got some big guys and they can eat really well. We saw that at the barbecue before the season started, and we want to say thanks to the Booster Club for doing that, and that was a great event to sort of kick off football season and get everybody together in a festive atmosphere, and that was a neat thing to do. So we're going to take it from here. We're going to go take a look at the film if we have it plugged in, which I hope that we do, from Trumann last Friday night. And as we start with the film, you'll see that we won. I forgot if we won the toss or if they deferred.
Trumann deferred, and of course, when they deferred, we elected to take the football. Pretty good play to start out the game. We moved the ball pretty well for a while, but the drive did stall out.
I want to mention right off the bat, our quarterback is a sophomore, number 14, Jay Grooms. Done a real nice job for us coming in. There you can see Trumann does a good job of pursuing the football. Aaron Britt. Great job, Aaron. Aaron plays hard, Coach.
Yeah, Aaron plays hard. He's not real big, but he has a lot of heart, and he goes 100% every play.
Again, as you can see, we're lined up in the wishbone. That play almost broke. Another great crowd from Ridgecrest. Our fans did a great job down there in helping us out.
Yeah, we really had a good turnout the first week of football, and pretty good crowd follows us at Trumann.
We punt the ball to Trumann, and we do a pretty good job of
good coverage on the punt. This number 34 is one of the fastest kids in Northeast Arkansas, along with number 20, and they're hard to handle at times. 34 went 70 yards on us last year for a touchdown.
And those of you that remember any of the B games last year will remember the Shockley youngster.
Good play there by our defensive line, like Michael Tucker, in on the tackle. And Aaron Britt.
Line up again.
We were having a little bit of trouble taking the fullback in their option, but I don't think the fullback really hurt us or scored against us, but he did make some pretty good runs.
Good job that time. Interior line. Here comes a big play, I believe, for them.
Yeah, this is a big play. Gets them off on a good foot. They run the option pass very well. We knew that because we saw them run it against Pocahontas. But, they've got so much speed, if they get behind you, you're pretty well beat on that.
So Trumann takes the ball, and that's the first score of the game. And as you will see here, they will kick the extra point over there through the fence onto the cars. We hope the insurance folks were watching. Anyway, Ridgecrest, we take the kickoff here. I believe that's
Brian Thompson on the return.
They do a good job on defense there.
Had a missed assignment in the line, but Jason Brandt's going to make a good run here on the trap.
Jason's come a long way this year. He's really worked hard in the offseason, and it's shown this year. He's really done a good job for us.
Yeah, Jason's doing a good job at defensive back and at running back. There's Brian Thompson on the trap again. We get called for a clip, which, it's kind of questionable, but those things are going to happen on the road.
So that pushes us back after a good game. We come back and try to throw the football, throw it out here, and they knock it down.
Yeah, Jason got knocked down on that. I thought we had a chance to catch it, but there was no flag on it, so you just got to go on and play the game.
Good punt coverage there. Good job getting him on the ground. Short gain. Good to see Zach Robinson. This was Zach's first game back, Coach.
Yeah, Zach's first game back. We were happy to get him back, happy to get, for him to play the whole ball game, to kind of get in shape. Zach took a pretty good hit there, though.
Well, he sure did. And there's Shockley, and he's tough to catch. Pretty tough run that time. As you're watching, we're still, I believe, in the first quarter at 7-0 in favor of Trumann. Little juke step.
Pretty good. Had him bottled up, and he's so quick he popped outside on us.
He's got that little stop and go move, and a lot of times you don't see that. He uses it very effectively.
Almost had a big play by Ryan Rogers there, but they ended up making about 10 yards on the run.
So then they come back, run the option, pitch it out here behind him, and he gets a good bounce, and look what happens.
Had a missed assignment on that. The person that was supposed to take the pitch man took the quarterback, and when you do that against Trumann, they're going to score on you.
So they come in and kick the extra point, and it's 14-0, and we're still in the first quarter. They kick it down here, and can't tell yet who that is returning it for.
Brian Thompson.
For us, that's Brian T. Set up again, this time in the I formation. Grooms throws it out here, just barely incomplete. Jay throws it again, and this time we get an interference call. I think that's the... And then we draw those guys off sides, then we throw an incomplete pass. Jay back to throw it again, throws it down the middle. Incomplete. I think that was intended for Zach. I don't believe the guy meant to hit him. We'll say something right here. Great job by our camera guys. I don't know who filmed this, but this is one of the better films that we've had, Coach.
David Driscoll and Scott Driscoll filmed the
Yeah.
game for us. They've filmed all our games so far this year.
Great job. They obviously spent some time in the off season.
Yeah, they're filming it with their own personal camera. They don't even use the school's camera for this. So, we're lucky to have people to help us like that.
This time we just throw it out to one of our running backs, and we just can't make the completion. This time Andy McPherson kicks this thing a country mile.
Andy done a great job punting for us this year. It's the only second game in his career, his life to punt. So, that's an excellent job on the punts. He had quite a few good punts that night.
We'll talk more about Andy as we go along. Here comes Trumann again. They're going to drop back and try to throw it long again on us. This time they throw it
pretty good coverage by T.J. Hedge that time.
That's the end of the first quarter. We're into the second quarter, and right off the bat, a big play.
This is one of those times when we didn't take the fullback when we should have.
Again, Trumann leads at 14-0 here early in the second quarter. Give it the second back through there. A couple of missed tackles. He is quick, Coach. My goodness.
Good pursuit by Michael Tucker.
Good shot of the lights
Donnie
there.
Burrows.
And as always, the field down there was really in nice condition. It was a nice place to play. And incidentally, for those of you that don't know, Ricky is from Trumann. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I played for Coach Greenwell in high school.
Take some grief over this. Anyway, Trumann comes down. They give it to second back through. And
the kid fumbles. Now, I'm not sure who ends up with it, but they give him a touchdown anyway.
So they're going to kick the extra point or try to. And right off the bat, it's 21-0, and it is at this point. See, we've got 10 minutes left to go in the first half, and it's at this point really that I thought the guys really came together and played much harder and with much more of a purpose. Because I think their pride was stung a little bit at this point. Brian Thompson runs it right up the middle. Great job on the kick return. Gets us out over the 30, out to about the 35-yard line. And then we had a penalty on top of that, so we start at midfield. Give it to Aaron.
Good run by Aaron. Good block by our offensive line. We were running unbalanced against them, trying to use a little our size advantage.
Similar play. Gets another 3 or 4 yards. Give it again. Here comes Aaron.
Aaron pops it outside, but it's kind of hard to get outside on Trumann. Their defense is one of the quickest we're going to see.
Look at that hole. Good job, the offensive line.
Good run by Ryan Rogers. Good block by Andy Swindle and Bryson Aswell.
Comes number 19.
Another good run by Ryan. Another good job of blocking by the offensive line.
Getting down here a little closer. Ball's on about the 20-yard line. I believe we got those guys to I believe they were offsides on that play. This time they'd make a good defensive stop.
That was just a bad call. For some reason, Trumann had a lot of people on that side that time, and the play just didn't have a chance. Aaron makes a good run here.
Great job. Nice cut. Takes it up in there, down near the 10-yard line. I believe that's Jason.
Good block by Wade Thompson there.
Give it again to Aaron.
Okay, this is a third down play. We thought we had made it. Aaron thought he'd made it, but for some reason they moved the ball back on us and
I had
stalls a good drive.
I had a bird's eye view of it, and I thought that the official made somewhat of a mistake, but that's okay. I'm biased. So anyway, Trumann gets it on the change of possession. Immediately our defense kind of rises to the occasion here a little bit.
Defense plays a lot better from this point on.
They make a pretty good run on us right here. Another good run, Donnie Burrow
on tackle.
You know, it's at this point in the game when you're down 21-0 where you really rely on your seniors. And I thought that our seniors really did a nice job of getting everybody's composure at halftime and saying, you know, guys, we can play better than this. And there's a lot of assignments that we missed, and we've got to play a little bit more, I don't know, if maybe you say with a little bit more heart, but I think you'll see that as we go into the second half here. That time they had a penalty on Trumann that knocks him back. I think it was an illegal block of some kind. Here they try to throw the football again. Number 14 does a nice job for them. He's got a good arm, as you can see, and that time he overthrows a guy that was open. Down the
number
middle of the
14 is a senior. He has started for 2 years now.
I'm
He's
glad.
doing a pretty good job.
Try to throw it again. This time we get some pressure on him. Jay
Good sack
Boone.
by Jay Boone.
Way to go, Jay. Pushes him back to their side of the 50. Going to throw it again.
Jay put a lot of pressure on him there also.
That guy made a good catch for the Wildcats. Come back to throw it again.
A lot of pressure there. Looked like maybe been Donnie Burrows, but I'm not sure.
So we stop the Wildcats and we take over on downs. Back to throw it, Jay. Throws it out here and pass falls incomplete. This time we go back to the middle of the field and the young man makes a good play for them. Number 34. Makes a pretty nice return too. I believe this is near the end of the first half and they're trying to get the clock stopped. They try to throw it deep. And I believe we make a pretty good play on that. That's the end of the first half, 21-0 Trumann. And as you, it's not going to take long for things to happen, as we're going to see on this play right here. We kick off to him, and the guy fumbles the ball. They try to do a reverse. They fumble it. How we didn't get that, I'll never know. But anyway, Trumann recovers it, and there was a penalty on the play, which was against Trumann also. And for some reason, the decision was made not to give us an option, and we have to kick again. So we kick it again, and Andy kicks it into the parking lot over there. So they start off on the 10. Was there a penalty on the play? I don't know why they started at the 10. But anyway, they come out and run a little play to the outside. And again, number 34's got good foot speed. Does a nice job. Run it again. Donnie Burrow leading the charge.
Donnie Burrow, Zach Robinson on tackle.
Come out again, young man, back to throw again. I've never seen a Trumann team throw the football this much, coaches. That's a little unusual for Coach Greenwell, isn't it?
It's fairly unusual. We watched the video, though, and they threw quite a bit against Pocahontas, so it wasn't really a surprise to us. We knew that they did attempt to throw quite a bit.
So we forced these guys to punt, almost got the punt blocked.
Almost blocked the punt. Brian Thompson fields punt, but no place to go. But we've got the ball in pretty good field position just on this side of the 50, so we feel pretty good about it. Ryan Rogers on a pretty tough run. Wasn't a whole lot there, and Ryan got a couple yards out of it.
Come back again. Give it to
Aaron Britt.
Aaron takes it down near the 45-yard line. Good job, offensive line. Way to go, guys. Coming off the football. And Aaron really hits that hole good.
Benny Clements on the run. Fullback dive.
Benny's a strong guy.
Brett Trich making a catch on the
Way to go, Brett. This is his first year to play football. Is that right?
First year.
Great job. Transferred in from Marmaduke.
Yep.
No, he's been a big help to you guys. Come back.
Jason Branch makes a good run.
That looked like a David Palmer move there. Number 2, a little spin move. Jay to throw it. Just a little short. Give it to Ryan. Good hold.
Good run by Ryan. Run a counter play at him. Gains about 5 to 6 yards.
Come back around the right side. That is
Aaron Britt.
Aaron.
Jason Branch leading. Let's see. Ryan Rogers on the counter play again.
Good lean. Our backs are falling forward. That's a good sign.
Quarterback sneak by Jay Grooms.
Jay again this time gives it to Ryan around the left side.
Start down blast play, and Ryan had to pop it outside and makes a good decision on that.
Good
Gets us down
determined
close
run.
to the goal line.
Give it to Aaron. He's going to take it across.
Aaron pops it outside and beats him to the flag.
So touchdown for the Rams. That brings us back to 21-6. Andy McPherson. I'm telling you, that young man has a super leg. He's going to be fun to watch, and I know you're glad to have him on our side.
Yeah, this is Andy's first year to play football. We're tickled to death that he come out.
He kicks that thing in the end zone.
Kicks in the end zone, and that's going to help us. If we can get him to kick in the end zone every time, we'll be in real good shape. Not many high school teams can go 80 yards with consistency.
Good play that time. I believe that was Bryson.
Bryson played a heck of a second half. Good tackle there by Bryson.
And you can see right off the bat that the 10 and 12-yard gains in the first half are now no gains here in the second half. And
Bryson plays with a lot more intensity the second half.
Try to throw it again. They've got really no place to go with it. And I believe they ruled this a fumble, Coach.
It was a fumble. He threw it behind the quarterback. If we had realized it, we might get picking it up and taking it in. But
So Trumann has to punt. Brian comes up and sort of a delayed fair catch. So we've got the ball in great field position. We're only down 21-7. Got the ball in their territory. This time we just overthrow. I believe that was Zach.
Zach.
Come back again. Play that's worked for us. David Palmer.
Jason Branch.
That's the end of the third quarter. But again, you've seen the Rams come back. We're only down 21-7. The ball game's not over. The band's playing. The fans are getting excited.
Well, if we could have scored that touchdown at the end of the first half, when we drove it down to the 6-yard line, we'd be in the ball game.
Right. Start the fourth quarter. Give it to Aaron Britt. Aaron takes it inside the 25, down about the 24. Jay Grooms across the middle. That play was pretty well covered. Time to give it to Rogers again. Ryan takes it inside. Short gain. This time they do a good job of pursuing Jay from behind, and we try a field goal this time, and things don't go exactly as we would have hoped. But nevertheless, Trumann's going to take over on downs at their own 25-yard line. Still running the wishbone. Good job.
Good play with Michael Tucker and Aaron Britt. Bryson makes contact in the backfield again, but the guy's running hard and slips off of the tackle. I think that was Kyle Crabtree.
So they're forced to punt.
You know, they've got a pretty good punter also. He probably got him out of some trouble there. Good block by TJ.
Good cut.
Another good block by Kyle Crabtree.
Good job.
Ryan makes a good run, good return.
And again, we're back out near midfield.
Missed assignment there. It kind of hurt us. We got negative yards on that play.
As you said before, that's tough on first down to come up with negative yards. Come back with Jason, the flag down. I don't remember what that penalty was. Jay to throw it again out here, and a great throw and catch.
Brett Tritch makes a good catch.
Brett Tritch down to the 35-yard line. Come back again and throw it. Just overthrew, I think that was Zach, and then they made the catch. Looked like about a yard out of bounds, but anyway, guy made a very nice play for them, and they ruled it interception, and here comes some of that Trumann speed that we were talking about earlier.
Aaron Britt does a good job of running him down. You know, Aaron's pretty quick.
He has
and
to
when
be
he's
running
healthy,
that guy down.
when he's healthy, he's real fast.
Trumann again to throw it, go deep on a play similar to what they ran earlier.
TJ Hedge knocks the ball away. Pretty good coverage by TJ.
Quarterback drops the ball. We almost got there, but not quite. Again, we're in the fourth quarter, 21-7. Trumann leads it. Young man drops back to throw it again. That's a good strike. That's a good play on their part.
Jason Branch on the tackle.
Come back again on the option, give it to fullback. Pretty good play on our part. Who's that, Zach?
That's Brian Thompson.
And Brian Thompson.
Zach.
Well, I'll tell you, the ball just fell right for number 20 that on last Friday night. Run it up inside, short gain. Getting close to the end of the football game. Again, we do a good job of keeping these guys out of the end zone. Handed to number 34.
It's Bryson. First one on contact. I can't see who the other one was.
It's hard to tell who was, but we stopped him on fourth down. It may have been Ryan. I'm not sure. It was a one or
yeah,
Aaron.
I think it may have been Ryan.
Jay back to throw it again. Obviously, we need some yards quickly, and we get a good completion.
Kelly Beatty
here.
makes a good catch here.
So that gets us out to the 47-yard line, Ridgecrest territory. Delayed handoff.
Try a draw play, and they just happened to be sending one of their linebackers this play. So, you know, if they hadn't been doing that, I think it could have been a big play for us.
Come down here, and young man almost makes an interception. And then we almost had made a good play to catch it also, but it's incomplete. Jay goes back to throw it again.
Jason Branch goes up, makes a good
Boy,
catch.
that was just an outstanding play. I mean, again, the one thing that's noticeable here is our guys do not quit. They keep playing. They keep plugging. Jay throws it down here. Incomplete. Down inside the Trumann 20. And then we have a little mix-up here. Cost us the football. I know that was disappointing. So for all intent and purposes, that's the end of the football game, and Trumann wins it by a score of 21-7. And again, as we said before the tape started, I mean, we played two excellent AA schools in Nettleton and Trumann. You know, there were two games that we didn't win, but they were winnable for us. Some things, you know, breaks are part of football, and some breaks didn't go our way. But how do you got to feel pretty good about where the football team is really going into Friday night?
Well, we're starting to come together. You know, we went into the first ball game kind of beat up a little bit. Aaron Britt had been slowed by an injury. Michael Tucker had missed a week of practice. Donnie Burrows had been slowed by an injury. Zach Robinson didn't get to play at all. You know, we got Jay Grooms, who's done an outstanding job for us at quarterback as a sophomore. You know, it's just going to take us a little time to come together, but I can see some progress, and I think you're going to see us get better every week, as I said at the first of the show. And hopefully by the Marion game, we're going to be completely healed up and healthy and ready to go, and we'll have pulled together as a football team. But you know, we're not displeased with the kids. They've given us good effort. You know, sometimes we've had to piece some things together, and the kids have had a good attitude, went out and worked hard, and you know, they played their hearts out on Friday nights. You know, they don't go out there. You know, we didn't try to lose. There was some pretty good football teams we played, and
absolutely,
the kids are. You know, we're going to come together.
Well, I know everybody's excited about trying it again Friday night, and we've got the Piggott Mohawks coming to town. And any thoughts on those guys?
Well, we've watched some video on them. First week of the season, they had a big win against Clay County, beat them 32-0, but lost to Portageville by a score of 21-0. And you know, they have some good running backs. They line up and run the ball straight at you. They don't throw very much. And they have a senior football team, so it's going to be a battle, and you know, it's going to be a good football game to watch, and it's going to be exciting. And our kids are going to play hard. I can guarantee you that now.
Scooter's going to guarantee it there on the screen, and that's pretty cool, isn't it? But you know, we've got our second home game of the year. We've got some festivities going on out there. We have a faculty cookout, I believe, Friday night, and hopefully the weather will work out real well for us. And we need a big crowd. We need all you folks and Ridgecrest Ram fans out there to get out there and support the Rams Friday night. And before I go any further, I want to mention that the junior high plays here Thursday night against Osceola, and they need your support also. So we're going to be home the rest of the week, so that's always a good sign, and obviously looking forward to it. Ricky, thanks for coming out.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
And again, we appreciate Ricky's time, and look forward to Friday night, and we'll get after those Mohawks Friday night.
Okay, Jim.
Thanks, Ricky. Ricky Timbs, who's head football coach of the Ridgecrest High School Rams. And that completes the first segment of our program. And we're going to turn now and do something a little bit different than what we've done in the past. This has always been a show that we spotlight the extracurricular activities of everybody at Ridgecrest High School. And we're going to turn our attention a little bit now and back up a little bit to some of our younger fans out there. And tonight we have a special treat. We're going to spotlight one of the elementary schools each week in the Northeast Arkansas School District. And tonight we're going to spotlight L.W. Baldwin, which is kind of neat because I think everybody in this room, myself included, is an honor graduate of L.W. Baldwin. And that brings back quite a few memories. But we've got a couple of young fans with us tonight, and these are third graders from L.W. Baldwin, and we want to welcome Jason Cole and Natalie Beggs to the program. And thanks, you guys, for coming on. What do you think about this? What do you think about all this? Pretty neat, isn't it? We were talking before the program started, and I was asking them some questions and so forth. And one of the things we were talking about is one of my favorite subjects, which is the lunchroom. And you guys tell me what your favorite lunchroom food was. Natalie, what was? Cheeseburger and French fries. And Jason, how about you? Yours was?
Pizza.
Definitely the pizza fan. Was it cheese or hamburger, or what kind of pizza? Just whatever? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is this the first time y'all have ever been on TV? It's pretty neat, isn't it? What do y'all think about how all this works? Because we spend a lot of time, and I don't think everybody at home really understand or have a chance to realize what goes on to make this a reality. And there's so many people that do a lot of work behind the scenes, and you guys were really interested to see how all this stuff works. And one of these days when you get get out here to the high school, you'll have a chance to get involved with this and do some of this stuff and even play with some of these chairs as we were doing a little bit earlier. And that was pretty neat, wasn't it? Huh? Mm-hmm. It was. Do y'all have anybody at home watching tonight, or any of your classmates, are they at home watching tonight? Did you tell anybody at school that you were going to be on TV tonight?
Nope.
You didn't? You didn't? But your parents are here tonight, right?
Right.
Well, I know they're real proud of you, and we're glad that you guys were able to come on the show. Talk a little bit about school. Who's your teachers?
Mrs. Snapper. And Miss Kimbrell.
Okay. Do you like your teachers? They do a good job, don't they?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite subject?
Social studies.
Really? All right.
Spelling.
Spelling. Now there's a winner right there. I mean, how many guys will admit that spelling is their favorite subject? I mean, that's all right. Do you study spelling a lot? You like to learn how to spell words and stuff, mm-hmm. and you're probably getting good at it now too,
Mm-hmm.
right? Talk a little bit about what you want to do when you grow up. Do you know yet? Thought about that any?
I want to be an artist.
Really? What kind of artist do you want to be?
I don't know.
Just some kind of artist? You want to do paintings and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be pretty neat. Jason, how about you?
Well, I really don't know yet.
You don't know yet? Haven't thought anything about it? Well, that's all right. You got plenty of time to work on that. Talk a little bit about the Braves. You got an Atlanta Braves shirt on. You're a big baseball fan, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite player on the Braves?
David Justice.
David Justice. And we got into a discussion about this earlier, whether it was the Braves or the Cardinals, and you said it was the
Braves.
It was the Braves, wasn't it? Who's going to win the World Series this year?
I don't know.
You don't know? You think the Braves could win?
Yeah.
It won't be the Cardinals. Their record's not very good. Will it, Nellie? They won't win, will they? No, I didn't think so. What about the Rams this week? Do you think we'll win this week?
I don't know.
You don't know? You hope we do, though, don't you? What do you think?
Yeah, I think they can.
Yeah, I think they can, too. I think they can, too. But this is all pretty neat, and you guys enjoyed yourself out here tonight?
Yeah.
Had a good time and all that? This wasn't too bad, was it?
No.
No? You want to come back sometime?
Yeah.
Well, good. Good. And we want to say thanks for having you guys come on. I know your principal, let's see, Christy Blackshear, is that right?
Yes.
From Baldwin. I want to say thanks to her for having selected these two fine young people from L.W. Baldwin. And, you know, I'm biased, I know, and everybody in here is biased, but you guys go to a great school. I mean, I went to Baldwin when I was growing up, so it's a neat place and all that stuff. So anything else you want to say? Anybody you want to say hi to?
No.
Nobody you want to say hi to? Here's your chance.
I'd like to say hi to my dad and my brother watching.
Okay, great. How about you, Natalie?
Nope.
Okay. Thanks, you guys, for coming on with us, all right? And y'all study hard in school. You work on that spelling and you study hard in social studies, okay? All right, that's great. Again, that is Jason Cole and Natalie Beggs, two of our fine young upcoming students in the Ridgecrest schools. And we've got a champion speller and an artist upcoming here, so we're looking forward to that. So thanks, you guys, for coming on with us tonight and so forth. I'm sure you'll have some stories to tell at school tomorrow, won't you? I figure you probably will, especially about this chair. When we get out in the chair, you know, and came back down and all that. That was pretty cool. We have a new utilization for these chairs, which we won't go into on the air. But we're going to move along to our next segment, and for that I've got another special guest, and she's going to slide right up here. This is Holly Nutt. Holly, as you remember, if you've seen this show before, has been on before. And we're going to let her get set up here with some sound. Get hooked up and so forth. Holly is an instructor at Champions Gymnastics. Is that right? Mm-hmm. And one of the things that we think is very important, we spotlight the football team, we spotlight our young people. There are a number of youngsters that are involved in the gymnastics program and that lead to cheerleading and so forth. And I was absolutely just amazed. I mean, I was just amazed that when I went down there and there was like hundreds of kids that were down there taking part in these activities. And this is, I mean, it was wonderful because I have never seen that many youngsters that were really that excited. I mean, you guys had them going. I mean, they were just, you know, they were jumping around doing flips and back flips and stuff. And I was just going, man. What do y'all do down there? Tell us a little bit about what the program's all about.
We've got a program. It's pretty wide range. We start anywhere from the age of 3 to about 19 or 20. And we begin with pre-gym for 3 to 4 year olds, where we teach them just the basics, little stuff. And then we've got a beginning girls program and intermediate and advanced. And we've got competitive teams, which compete gymnastics routines, kind of like you see on TV. And we've also got cheerleading classes, beginning and intermediate and advanced. And we've got a new thing called a cheer technique class, too.
Okay, what's that?
Well, a cheer technique class concentrates more on your jumps and teaching you how to do a cheer and a dance, whereas the tumbling class works on just jumps and back handsprings and run up back handsprings, the tumbling aspect.
And you've been involved in gymnastics for a long time. I didn't know that. But
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't simply a situation where you decided you want to be a cheerleader in the 9th or 10th grade. I mean, this is something you've done for a long time, right? How long have you been involved with gymnastics?
I started, I think, when I was in the 3rd grade, and I was a competitive gymnast for 5 years, and then I was a cheerleader for 4.
Wow. And while you were out here, we won the national championship, did we not?
Yeah.
And that, let's see, that was, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years
2
ago?
in
Was that the
December.
highlight of your cheerleading career, obviously?
Definitely.
And, you know, it probably all starts back in that training process, and you learn a lot. And you may have answered this earlier, but how many girls, I mean, you're dealing with girls not only from around Paragould, but y'all